that's how I grow. That's how I improve myself and the content that I'm putting out. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I am so successful at OnlyFans and why I continue to post solo content for the most part, and just some other stuff to go along with that. First, let's get started by giving a shout out to my very much appreciated Patreon members. We have a couple new ones, so Blair Frazier, Gary Bird, David Beers, Dion Marandola, Joseph Graham, John, Tim Hicks, Anthony, Gaston, Joshua Patterson, Jason Evitz, Joe L., W.L. Larson, Jason, and Jim. Thank you guys so much for joining my Patreon and just supporting me over there and giving me your feedback. I really appreciate everything, guys, and I hope you're happy with my content over there. If you're interested in getting to know me on a more intimate level, you should definitely check out my Patreon. I'll put the link right here on the screen so you guys can check that out if you're interested. So as some of you may know, I've been pretty active on OnlyFans for the past couple of years. I tend to promote my OnlyFans through my Twitter because it seems to be the only platform that is okay with that and that I don't get any kind of negative repercussions from. So I promote mostly on Twitter, and you guys can follow me on Twitter as well at the Richie West. I promise this video is not going to be just a plug me video, like anything like that. I just wanted to talk about how you can get started on OnlyFans if you're interested and how it works for me. So I post on OnlyFans every single day, which is kind of rare. You really don't find a lot of creators on OnlyFans that post every single day. Some post once a week, some post twice a week. But from my past experience, I have not really found a lot of creators that post every day because it is a lot of work and it becomes monotonous if you allow it to. So it's really important to change up your content and just listen to suggestions from your fans, and you really want to make sure that you're putting out content that people are enjoying, not content that is just kind of lackluster and not a lot of effort put into it. So I try my hardest to put high quality, HD, well-lit content, and I always make sure that I go back and rewatch the videos before I post it to make sure that it's not awkward or there's bad lighting or just bad angles. I always make sure that the angles are the best that I could get them because I do film alone, so a lot of my content is with me setting up a camera on a tripod and just stepping back and looking through the viewfinder every so often to make sure that I'm in frame and everything like that. So sometimes I do have to go back and re-record a video if I'm not happy with how the lighting looks or the angles, because I do have my camera set on autofocus, so sometimes the picture can be a little bit fuzzy or unfocused. So I think it's important to go back and rewatch your content and make sure that it's something that you would get excited to, if that makes sense. At this point, I have more subscribers than I've ever had on my OnlyFans, and I really want to make sure that all of my subscribers are happy with the content I'm putting out. So I make sure to ask any new subscribers what kind of content they're interested in, what they would like to see, what they would want to see me do possibly, and I try my hardest to make those wishes come true. I just really appreciate receiving the positive feedback that I receive every single day. It really lightens up my day when I know that my subscribers are happy with the content that they're paying to see from me. Now, most of my content is solo content, meaning I'm the only one performing on video on my OnlyFans, but you guys probably know that I also work in the adult film industry, so I have lots of videos on the internet of me with other guys. I do have some content on my OnlyFans with, past guys that I had spent time with or dated, or even friends that were open to the idea of being on camera. But the majority of my content is solo content. But I also want to say that it's not just kind of raunchy content. It's a mixture of everything. For example, this time last year when I was living in downtown Phoenix, I really enjoyed going out into like public and filming dance videos or just like artistic kind of modeling videos. And I spent a lot of time and energy creating these videos. I have a photographer friend that I like to work with, and of course I pay him for his time and his skills, and it really became more expensive for me to do that, and I really wasn't receiving a bunch of return on my investment, if you will. So I kind of veered away from that for a little while, but I still like to post content with my DJ lights and like I have a disco ball that I like to use and a whole plethora of like literally a whole storage box of just outfits, costumes, different types of underwear, different types of undergarments, Calvin Klein, Armani, like so many different things that I could wear and perform in on video. So I find it to be really fun and enjoyable when I can post something that's not just in your face and like, oh, here it is, I'm done, you know. I like to post artistic things because it changes it up and it makes it more fun for me. And I think that you guys enjoy that too. I do still post, you know, the videos and I have toys and everything else. So I promise you that it's not just PG-13 on my OnlyFans, I promise. Like, you should definitely check it out if you think I'm lying. Some OnlyFans creators may find it difficult to keep their subscribers around because just of what I was talking about, people tend to post the same types of content, you know, not very high quality content. A lot of it may be filmed with their phones. And I actually have a professional DSLR camera, guys, that I use, and it makes my videos just perfect. And my dad actually got me this camera, and I'm actually using it right now. But I use a Canon EOS Rebel SL3, if you guys are wondering what camera I use. And I use the 10 to 18 millimeter Canon lens. And it's perfect for YouTube. It's really wide. It gets everything in picture that you want to get. I have a couple different lenses, though, that I use for different things that I might be filming or taking pictures of. I have a 50 millimeter lens, which I use for outdoor content, and I have the lens that it came with, which I'm not really sure which lens that is. I'm not going to dig it out right now, but it's just the stock lens that the camera came with. And I actually used that for probably 6 months until I got a new lens, and that worked for me, but I can definitely tell the difference with this lens compared to the lens that the camera came with. I am not going to blow any smoke up myself, but I do get a lot of positive feedback on my OnlyFans, and that's one of the reasons that I keep doing it, and it's like the gas that keeps my motor running. I really appreciate any kind of feedback, and that's why I ask you guys after my YouTube videos to, you know, leave questions or any type of critiques or feedback that you may have for me, good or bad, because that's how I grow. That's how I improve myself and the content that I'm putting out. So I very much welcome feedback, good or bad, from my subscribers. I think a lot of people who struggle to keep their subscribers on OnlyFans tend to kind of ignore what their subscribers are saying and just see them as like a dollar sign or a number, and that's just the total wrong way to do things. And that's why I think I'm so successful at OnlyFans, because I know that each and every subscriber is a person and has their own story and their own reasons behind joining my OnlyFans, and I want to make sure that they're getting their money's worth, you know, because I subscribe to one OnlyFans creator, and I would want to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth, you know, because money is money, and if you're not getting value from spending on this, then you need to get value spending it somewhere else. Another thing that holds back OnlyFans creators from achieving success is just not having the quality there. Recording with their cell phones, recording in dark rooms, just not having good angles, shaky camera. Some people might find that this works for them for like a little bit, but long term, people are going to get tired of that, and they're going to realize that they can just go on Google and find 20 million other videos that are 10 times better. I apologize if you guys hear the leaf blowers. The landscape guys are here this morning at my apartment. So a couple tips if you're thinking about starting an OnlyFans and you want it to be successful. Listen to what your subscribers are telling you. Listen to the suggestions, because if you're not posting content people want to see, then they're going to leave. There's no reason for them to be there. So ensure that you're posting content that your subscribers are enjoying and asking for. Another tip I would say is to have self-discipline. Treat this as a job. Treat OnlyFans as a job, because it really is a job if you treat it that way. And you could make lots of money on OnlyFans if you are just disciplined and you have a schedule for yourself and you put up quality content and you just put as much as your effort into it as possible. That saying stands true with this. You get what you put into things. So if you're going to put half effort into it, you're not going to get full return on your investment of your time. If you put a lot of your time into it, you're going to get a pretty hefty return on your investment. That's just kind of like the law of the universe. Another tip I would say is invest in a camera. Invest in a nice camera and learn how to use it. Learn how to mess with the exposure and the brightness and the ISO, because those things are how you're going to be able to create a very high quality video, cinematic video if you want. And it's just fascinating to me how much cameras nowadays can really do. And I think it's part of the job if you're going to be doing OnlyFans, especially if you're doing solo content. You should really take your time and learn how to use a camera and learn how to use different types of lighting sources. Guys, I have like 6 different types of lights. I'm using a ring light right now. I think it's like a 20-something inch ring light. But I have LED light panels. I have soft boxes, which I find to be really easy to use. I kind of like the soft boxes because you can just set them up somewhere and they have really vast, clear light. That's what I have found with soft boxes. LED light panels can sometimes cast shadows, which doesn't always look the best, but I still use them sometimes. But I find myself using my ring light here, which is always on my desk, and then I use my softbox if I'm doing an OnlyFans video or a YouTube video. Okay guys, well, it sounds like the landscaping guys are getting pretty loud. I have to go to an appointment, so I want to wrap this video up, but please let me know if I missed anything in this video. If you have any questions regarding how I'm successful while creating mostly solo content on my OnlyFans. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see... Oh, please subscribe if you're new here and give this video a like. It really helps me, and I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before Halloween, and I know I can make it happen. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye, guys.